Hey YouTube. So I just wanted to document this really quickly, for so that people know that this isn't a good combination. Really quickly, if you haven't seen any of my cooking show, uh, I think I've talked about this in the mini one and how it started, and I'll probably mention it again as I start that show back up and do some good, nice edited cooking show episodes. But I have made some combinations over the years that didn't turn out so good. Especially when I was young, there were two where I really learned what was helped me kind of learn cook good stuff. And really, over the years, it just took lots and lots of cooking experience and learning what goes good with what. One of them I made was called chop suey. I forget how old I was. We'll say 5 or so. And basically, oh hey, one watching. So I was cooking some noodles, and then I was adding some cooked vegetables, like some carrots and tomatoes and stuff, and it was weird because I don't like cooked vegetables. I'm better with cooked vegetables now than I was, and if they're mixed with something and they're flavorful, like chili has some cooked vegetables in it or something, that's fine. Or especially when you cook bell peppers and onions, those are good. But a lot of the other cooked vegetables, not all, really all by themselves. Like Chinese noodles with cooked vegetables is good, but not really necessarily by themselves. Um, just looked like my phone was sliding a bit. Anyways, but I was making the cooked vegetables with this, and then I also put some olive oil in a pan, and I fried some peanuts in there, and I accidentally burnt the peanuts. And Mom said, "Don't put the peanuts in," but I did anyways. And come dinner time, hey James, it is going sort of great, and I'll explain why in a moment. That's kind of the point of this video. So I made that, and it was, oh, he also said Airborne Death was great, so thank you. It, it wasn't good. My parents didn't like it. I was 5, so my real dad in a wheelchair, neither of them liked it. I was forced to spend the next week or so working on eating it. When my mom wasn't in the kitchen, I would sneak the worst part down the garbage disposal, which was the tomato bits. I'm better with tomato, but I don't like fresh tomato texture. I like tomato sauce, but not fresh tomato. Another one is where my mom was making hash browns, and our hash browns are a little more runny than regular hash browns. I'll show you guys in a video. It's super good. But I went outside to grab some special ingredients, so I grabbed a pine needle, something else, and one other thing. I forget what the other things were. But I wanted to put them in. Those were my special ingredients, and Mom said, no, you can't put those in there. However, then I thought, well, what if I put them in a strainer and I hold them above, and then the steam rises up, condenses on the strainer, and comes back down with some of the particles. And she let me do that. And so we had a small frying pan of this stuff made. Not a lot, but enough that it would, like, could have filled 5-year-old me back up for 2 meals or so. So, not a lot. Well, let me see. Like 2.5, maybe 3 cups. Hey, two watching. So 2.5, maybe 3 cups of the stuff. And I'm sitting down at the dinner table to eat my new amazing creation. It was nasty. Thankfully, my mom let me throw that away. And almost every single time after that, if I've made a bad combination, I've been allowed to throw it away because it doesn't happen very often. The last one I made before this one I'm about to show you right now was like 5 years ago, I think. Last one that I specifically remembered being bad. I mean, I can think of lots of times where there's something that tasted good, but the flavor kind of overwhelmed me and made me tired of it, and then it got lost in the back of the fridge, and I had to throw out some weird salad dressing. Yes, it doesn't happen very often, but last thing I specifically remember before this one that turned out bad was something that they called shamads. I actually have the recipe written down for it. Sort of. So, in a culinary school, we were making this soup. And this was one of those soups where you boil a bunch of stuff in the pot, and it's like a clear soup. So then you strain it off. So chicken and a bunch of vegetables was strained off of this soup. And I found out there's a reason for that. Because I went home and I was like, I'm going to take this home and make something out of it because it seemed very wasteful to me. Which you could, because the soup tastes good, there is a possible way to make that other stuff taste good. You could maybe eat it like as is and it would be okay. And part of it could also have been maybe I wouldn't have liked the soup in the first place with the seasonings used. But what I did is I came home and I blended that stuff up with some. I put some ground bison in there, which, first of all, expensive. Second of all, that was like my mom's ground bison that she bought for herself because, we hadn't had ground bison in a while. And I think she like got it on sale because she wanted some nice ground bison or something. Ground bison is actually really, really good, but expensive. And so, two things that were not so great. And I blended it together, and I think I added like a few other vegetables and stuff. When I was done, I had this paste that I smeared on pita bread. That was a grayish brown color. It was disgusting. So, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna probably forget, but I'm gonna try and post the Shemad recipe on my Google site so you guys can go check that out. If you Google Cool Shows 101, you should find it. So, and I'm posting it just to say, here's a recipe that was disgusting, like here's what was in it. So now, let me reveal what was disgusting that I made last Sunday. So, what is this? We got some ramen noodles. Those are good. It was beef ramen noodles. Then we got some bell peppers. These are orange kind. Oh, it even smells yuck. And some onions. Those are good. Olive oil with some, frying some bell peppers and onions and then putting it with ramen, chicken ramen or beef ramen. That's good. Sometimes we'll add some sesame seeds, could add some other vegetables too. But I wanted quick and simple, a little bit more than just ramen. That's fine. What made it disgusting is when I added the ingredient under thing here. Banana peppers. The combination for some reason, and I don't know if it was that I fried the banana peppers that changed their taste or something, but it added this weird, disgusting, bitter, funny taste to it that just hits you and is ick. Even my mom didn't like it, and she's tried these banana peppers once and she liked them. This was a touchy area because she was confusing these with pepperoncini, which they're a little bit too strong and vinegary for her. Although she has gotten up the courage to eat a few in like salads after my uncle said that like going to Olive Garden that they're not that spicy, which they're not. They're more vinegary. These ones are actually really nice though compared to banana peppers that I have places and stuff and pizza shops. These are a little bit sweeter than this, which is actually quite nice. But it could also just be this bottle too, because banana peppers have a larger heat range than some of the other peppers, I think. So you could get a spicy one and you could get a not so spicy one, but they're not going to be super spicy. But anyways, let's finish this off, because this is no. And I kept it in the fridge for this long because I just wanted to see if maybe I'd get up the courage to actually eat it or something, but I haven't. It's disgusting. Oh, if only you guys could smell it. Ugh. I also have a strong gag reflex too, so stuff like this will hit my stomach and just make me queasy and feel sick. And this is different than most things though. It's, how do I describe it? Because a lot of things really hit my stomach and they smell rotten and nasty. This has a high, almost a metallic, nasty smell to it. Oh, yes, she is. So, yeah, that container is now gone. Oh, and just for a little bit of proof here, guys. Let me grab a fork. Just for some proof here. Turn this around while my hand is still free. Oops. There's a little piece of banana pepper. Ooh. Wow. That time I can really taste the taste that transferred over and into the other thing that was gross. And that one was really strong. So I wouldn't do banana peppers by themselves, and definitely not in that. I can taste that strong taste, and it just made it gross. But they're good in other things, like with a sandwich is good, or on some pizza is good. So they're good on stuff like that, but I'm not like super crazy about banana peppers, and that was disgusting. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys don't make that mistake. I'm going to try and do one more live stream today. I was supposed to do some editing, but I took a long nap because I had work early in the morning, and that really makes me tired when it happens every once in a while. Although I would love, like, I wouldn't mind having Dollar Tree be every time I work, it's at 7 in the morning. That would be cool. So yeah, I'm going to try and do one more live stream because I've also got something else that I need to do for a friend, and so I'm going to kind of live stream that. So I'll see you guys in a bit, because we'll probably have family dinner. So yeah, see you guys in whatever's next.